Jem is my name, no one else is the same. Jem is my name. Jem.
So it appears we are at the portion of the series where it starts being episodic. So the first 5 episodes was one continuous story. Each episode flowed right into the next. If you didn't watch them in order, you'd be kind of lost as to what was going on. Episode 6, 7, and 8 was a 3-parter, so that was one story. Episodes 9 and 10 I just watched, completely standalone episodes. So I don't know if the series will get back to the continuous storyline, or if it's just going to be episodic from here, or if it'll be a mixture. Don't know. Not that any of that matters, just an observation I had. So, in this episode, Jem and the Holograms are flying to China to perform at the Great Wall, and so are the Misfits. But what's funny is the episode opens in the plane. They're about to land in China, and they're looking out the window at China and the Great Wall, and they're like, ooh, isn't it neat? And all of the holograms are there, and Jem, and Rio. And I'm thinking, what is the cover story for where Jerrica is at this point? Oh, we could only get 5 first-class tickets, and we wanted you to ride with us, Rio. Jem's here. She's just in coach. Rio knows she's coming later. She's following along behind. I don't know how they keep up this lie or why, but you guys really need to stop. It's not fair to Rio. Rio hasn't always been on my good side. He's made some poor choices, but I am in a lot of ways sympathetic to the guy. So in this episode, so they land, they get off the plane, and they go through customs, and they're going through a metal detector, and like, all right, take off all of your jewelry. And Jem's like, oh no, the earrings which project the hologram that is Jem. I can't take them off. And I'm thinking, yeah, you can. They'll still project the hologram. That's been established in episode 5, I think, where they're trapped in the drive-in, and she leaves an earring outside so that Synergy can do the holograms of the police car, and the earring that she brings with her inside, and they do a hologram of lions to attack the bad guys that are kidnapping him. But maybe Jem just didn't think of that and panicked. But anyway, or, Synergy could just project a hologram of no earrings. Anyway, the Misfits are behind them, and they're like, wow, those earrings are really important to Jem. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen her without those earrings. And so Eric Bad Guy, they're in a limo, they're being driven to their hotel or something. It's like, you know what? I've got an idea. Driver, take us to the nearest jewelry store. And the driver says, yes, sir. Screech! And they're like, oh my god. It's not that bad, but he does jerk the wheel and there is a screech sound effect.
Driver, take us to the nearest jewelry store.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, did he just pass the jewelry store? It's like, it's not that urgent. Just gently drive to the jewelry store. It's okay. We don't need to get in an accident here. So, Jem and the Holograms are at the hotel, and they're relaxing in a spa or pool or bath or mineral big open bath place. And Jerrica, still in her Jem persona, takes off her earrings and puts them on the she puts them down so they don't short out in the water. I'm like, aha! Not only was it established in a previous episode, it's established in the self-same episode that you can take the damn things off and put them in a tray and pick them up on the other side of the metal detector. It's okay. Although maybe the hologram would glitch out a little as she passed through the metal detector. Maybe it's a line of sight thing. So maybe the show's smarter than I'm giving it credit for.
I'm sorry, I can't take these off.
No exceptions.
What's the big deal, Jem? Nothing's gonna happen to them.
So the Misfits and Eric Bad Guy buy generic copies of the JEM earrings at a jewelry store that look exactly the same because there just happen to be a little cottage industry of gem-looking ear. Although, actually maybe it's not that hard to buy because JEM and the Holograms are popular in China. They were invited there to sing, so maybe they would have JEM's famous Gem Star earrings sold in jewelry stores. Cool. So, although this becomes a problem later in the episode, so the Misfits, Roxy, I think, sneaks up and steals the earrings, which are sitting on a chair or something while they're in the tub. And JEM gets out of the tub, and suddenly the hologram disappears, and she's in Jericho form again. Oh no! Someone took the earrings! Now, the funny thing is JEM is in her swimsuit because they're relaxing in a pool, right? She gets out of the pool, the hologram goes away, and Jerica's standing there in full clothes. Did Jerica get in the pool fully dressed? Did she forget what she was wearing? I love this show. Anyway, so they quickly figure out that the Misfits stole the earrings because they have like a pre-show show to do, and they can't because no JEM. Although, if you could buy the earrings, maybe you could buy a pink wig, just put on a pink wig and some more pink eyeshadow and just pretend you're JEM, because you look and sound exactly like her. But, whatever. So they see the Misfits performing in their place. So the Misfits actually won. They stole the earrings. JEM couldn't go on, so they went on in their steed. The Misfits won. You go, girls. But they're rubbing it in by all three of them wearing Gem Star earrings. And so JEM and the Holograms are like, give it back. And Misfits are like, no. And they just run away. They're like, you want him? Come play. Right. And she throws them to Roxy, and they play keep away like they're 12. And then they run away and they hop in a rickshaw and get going. And then JEM and the Holograms hop in the next rickshaw. Follow that rickshaw. And then they go on a wild chase. Oh, it's so funny. And they corner him on a train, and the Misfits all just chuck the earrings out the windows of the train. One lands in an archaeological dig site. One lands in a garbage bin, and one lands, I don't know, somewhere else. So they're walking around. It feels like the same day, but it must be a couple of days later at least, because they read the newspaper and they read Gem Star earrings now being manufactured en masse. Okay, that was quick. So one of the earrings ended up found by someone, and he's like, these are amazing, I'm going to mass produce them and make a fortune. But the Misfits already bought copy earrings, so someone already beat you to that, but whatever. So they go there and they're like, hey, I lost my earrings. He's like, here's the originals, you can have them because I've already mass produced them and made a lot of money. But those are fakes. But then they find out that they go to a museum to look at this new Ming Dynasty exhibit, and the earrings are on display there because they found them in the dig site. So obviously they're from the Ming Dynasty, even though they're probably just pink plastic. So JEM, like a damn it, or Jericho, like a damn idiot, just says, "Oh, those are mine," and takes them off the display. And woo woo woo, alarm goes off, and she's like, "Run!" It's like, no, moron. And so all of them get arrested and are taken to the security, and they're like, let's just talk to the curator. And the curator's like, I'm the curator. And these are mine. And he goes, oh, well, yeah, okay, those are definitely not from the Ming Dynasty. Those are pink plastic. You can have them. Yay! You're still going to jail. No, they don't go to jail. So the third pair was found in the trash by a garbage dude whose job it is to empty the trash. He's like, oh, these are nice. And he gives them to his daughter, who's like a big JEM fan. So, Jerrica and the Holograms are at the Great Wall concert where the Misfits are going to go on in their place because, no JEM. And Rio, bless his little heart, they keep leaving him behind. They don't explain anything to him, but he still works his butt off for them. He still makes some poor choices regarding JEM and Jerrica. Don't get me wrong, but, they are not being fair to him, and he is, he's standing up for the hologram. He's like, they'll be here, just give him 5 more minutes. He's busting his buns. He's working to make up for his shortcomings, which he definitely does have. So, Jerrica and the Hologram sees this little girl being bullied by this little boy. He's like, hey, give me those earrings and I'm going to sell them for monies. And she's, no. And Jerrica says, I'm not going to let that little girl be bullied. Hero away. But the little girl kicks him in the shins and, grabs him by the arm and, gets it up behind him and then pushes him away. I'm like, dude, little girl kicked his ass. And Jerrica's like, oh, well, hero not needed, but hey, good on you, little girl. And little girl says, hey, I'm here to see JEM and the Holograms because they're my favoriteest band. And Jerrica says, oh, they're probably not going on, very sad. And she goes, oh, well, here, give these to JEM because my father gave them to me and maybe they'll bring him luck. And she's like, my father gave me earrings just like these, so I think I know how you feel. And of course they find out that they're the real earrings, so she becomes JEM. The Holograms get all dressed up in their performance duds. They meet Rio, and Rio looks like he's like, JEM, you made it! I knew you would! Jerrica's my girlfriend. Friendly hug. No kiss. Friendly hug. Good on you, Rio. Good on you. Jerrica's not being fair to you, but still, good on you, Rio. And they do the performance, and they dedicate their song to little Lynn, who's the girl who kicked the snot out of that bully. Go, little girl. And that's the episode. And it's great. A lot of greatness. This show is good. Watch it.
They're not for sale.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Give them to me. No.
I'm gonna stop him.